Hello, so this is an R5C that I'm recording with, which is a cinema camera, and well, I'm going to show you my office through the lens of a cinema camera. So here we go. Just going to turn the ISO down a little lot, and here is my office. Got the bookshelves. We also have some TVs down here, which are, I think that one right there is broken, and that one is working, and actually someone wants to buy it, so I'm going to sell it to them. Let's see. Over here we have my my lunch and my breakfast leftovers. Got my scissors because I always end up needing scissors for some reason. I don't know what that is, some storage thing. USBs, because I always end up needing USB drives. Candy from Sweetwater, some HDMI cabling, some cheese puffs that now have too much oil inside of them, and they build up in the bag and it's all gross. Got the Who that I freaking bought from somewhere. And we have the first speaker in my 5.1 surround sound system. And an additional shelf that, well, doesn't really have anything in it. Except for cheese puffs you can't get anymore. Oh my god. Alright. So, here's an iPad 3. iPad 3rd gen. We have my dinner right there. Well, my tissue box that I need to replace right now. There's an adapter for a MacBook Pro. This is the last Intel and the best Intel MacBook Pro ever made. There's the lens cap for this particular camera. My phone's actually down there, right there. This is where I sit, and not where I shit. This video is in HDR, by the way, so this is expected to be extremely bright. And this couch is extremely old. Next over here we have my drink that I'm going to have with my dinner. And we have a TV remote. Actually, that's the TV remote, and that is the TV display remote. Here's my nuts. Love my nuts. We have my salt shaker. We have my dollar store pepper right back there. We have my Zyrtec. I don't know why I had that down here. We have something. I don't even know what the hell that is. Probably some multivitamin. Yeah, great. We have more of my nuts. Those ones are unsalted, or no, actually they're lightly salted, but lightly salted is crap. I like them fully salted, so that's the fully salted ones right there. We have my, what the hell? Oh yeah, that's the remote for that thing up there, which barely works. It's a Mitsubishi Electric. Come on, focus. There we go. Mitsubishi. It's just an air conditioning system. Then we have my wireless access point, which can do 1.2 gig to some devices. We have one of these side speakers. Oh, this is not focusing. One of these side speakers in my. Wow, Canon really has trouble. Canon really has trouble with black things. They almost think they're racist. And we also have my microphone right here. This is what I use with my laptop. This is actually an AT2020 microphone. And we have a NIC. This is a 10 gig NIC, 10 gig Ethernet NIC that goes down to my Ethernet switches, which is not. This is not going to focus on. There we go. My switches. Switches don't get bitches, but I have them anyway. And we have my M4 MacBook, which the thing is not going to focus on. There we go. M4 MacBook. They actually removed the MacBook Pro text. That's weird. But it has MagSafe, and that Thunderbolt cable right there goes all the way up to the Ethernet NIC right there. And we have my 50 terabyte NAS down there. It's from QNAP. It's a piece of crap, but it works. We have some kind of keyboard, some kind of MIDI keyboard. I can control MIDI stuff with on my computers. We have Lysol and paper towels because this room gets messy sometimes. Indicated by, I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but down there, yeah, you're not going to be able to see that, but there's just a huge mess of, like, there's just Dr. Pepper stuck to that RAID box right there. The OWC RAID box, which is a 112 terabyte RAID box, by the way. RAID 5. This is additional storage that I'm not using right now. It has a backup of my old NAS that died. And the drives are somewhere. Anyway, that is actually a UPS. This right here is the APC UPS, back UPS thing. Let's put these back. There we go. And that thing has been able to run that Mac Mini and the RAID boxes, which are right there and here on my desk. It's another OWC RAID box. This one's actually not in RAID, it's just in JBOD mode. Wait, no, it is in RAID mode. Anyway, this is another speaker, which the camera is really screwing up the focus to. Here is the M2 Pro Mac Mini with 10 gig networking. Here is an SSD from Sabrent, which its connector keeps screwing up. As you can see, it's kind of it's bent to hell right there. You can't see that. There we go. It's just super bent, and it disconnects all the time, and sometimes it won't even mount because of that. It's really dumb. Anyway, this RAID box is 40 terabytes. Actually right here, we can see my beautiful trash can. This is where I put cameras when I'm, recording videos on, from my desk on my chair, or that's where I put like good webcams, because up here I have a 1080p webcam, but that's a piece of crap, so I don't like using it. But, this trash can's just freaking on my desk. That is a 5 terabyte Western Digital external hard drive. That is, what I'm using is basically a KVM switch. It's a Sabrent USB 3 USB hub, and right now it's connected to the Mac Mini right there. But that's just because it's not actually, I'm not using any of the other computers. So this monitor, this 4K 60 Hertz monitor, is hooked up. Oh my God, it's hooked up to that Mac Mini. It's switched to its input, and I have the keyboard and mouse and webcam connected. Actually, this hub is connected to the webcam right there. The microphone, which is actually a Blue Yeti mic on a stand, just a Blue Yeti that I've had for quite a few years. It's connected to here. This has come undone probably 4 times by now. We have a script for videos that I was working on. We have Pepper. This is a cute little puppy dog that unfortunately passed last year in August. We have an adapter cable for my headset that isn't in here, but it used to be. We have covers for my speakers that I took them off because I'm an idiot. We have some Sprite bottles. These are actually imported Sprites. Each one cost me $6. Of course, it included the actual Sprite inside, but I drink it. And I just deposited them back behind my desk, which, by the way, oh Jesus. Get to that stuff in a minute. That's my desk. That's my chair. Why is it so screwed? Well, it's because I actually, this chair is from the side of the road where I lived a couple years ago. Actually, about 6 years ago, I got this chair, and yeah, it's been like this pretty much ever since. I have abrasive ass syndrome or something, but anyway, let's move this out of the way so we can look at the rest of my desk. This is my keyboard. This is my mouse. Apparently I have the same type of keyboard that Dream uses, which sucks because Dream should have better equipment because this thing's a piece of shit. I do not like it, but it's what I have, so I have to use it. The key's really, really like mushy, as you can see if I zoom into that. Just like There, it should stop right there, but no, it like mushes down really, really softly. I hate that so much. I have my center channel speaker, and come on, focus. There we go. We have my 4K monitor. I have my 1080p webcam that I don't like. Behind here, actually, we have a Blu-ray drive adapter thing, external box thing. Except it's missing the box. It just has the front that has the I/O, because that's all I needed. We have a power supply for that same box. We have this, which it's not going to focus on, but it is a subwoofer driver. I'm just using it as a subwoofer driver. It can drive 2.1 channel, but I'm just using it as a subwoofer driver because the subwoofer that's actually down here does not. It is pretty. That is not going to focus. You know. The problem with the subwoofer is this doesn't have an output for it. So that's not even the subwoofer's problem. This Onkyo AVR does not have an output for the subwoofer, so we had to manufacture one ourselves pretty much by using the subwoofer output that this does have, plugging it into this thing, and then outputting to the subwoofer from that. So yeah. But because of this, I have a 7.1 surround sound system, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we'll get to, and 7, and then the one down there, dot 1. Anyway, right here we have an Asus EPC. This one actually I made a video about, so go watch that. We have an Xbox One controller. It's white for some reason. We have a mic stand that I don't know why I have in here. We have a Nikon digital camera from the early 2000s or late 90s. We have another early 2000s digital camera. This is actually the Rebel XT, digital Rebel XT, my dad had. This is a 4K Blu-ray drive that I actually have patched so I can rip stuff with it. These are my headphones. Actually, I have two pairs of these. These are the HD58X Jubilees, right there. And they are 150 ohm headphones. Geez, 150 watts in headphones? Oh, God. Directly below this, we have my gaming PC. This is actually a 12700K i7 and a 2070 Super, which you can actually see right in there. In fact, I can open up this door because it's just held on with magnets. And yeah, there's my computer in there. And of course it's on, but I'm not actually using it, so probably shouldn't have it on, but whatever. And across from, actually right beside it, we have the power supply for the Asus EPC that's right up here. Then right beside the computer we have a power strip, which it's not going to focus on. There we go, power strip, right there. It's a really short 3-outlet power strip. Kind of pointless, but useful for that, I guess. Behind here we actually have a pretty good power strip in here, which this is not going to focus on, sadly. But yeah, back there we have I have just a long power strip. It even has some USBs, but yeah, it just powers everything that's here. Over here we have a another PC. This is actually in a GameMax case. However, this isn't actually. This is on, as you can see from the blinking light, but it is asleep, as you can see from the blinking light. And this is a 13900K and a i9 PC with a 4060. RTX 4060 in it. And that's just the encoder PC, so I can do software and hardware encoding on this. There's a few hard drives up here. I don't know why they're still up here, but I know that is an 8 terabyte Seagate backup drive. If it would focus, there we go. Canon has a lot of problem with focusing in low light. Jesus. And of course, the 112 terabyte RAID box right here, RAID 5. And there's like a mouse behind this, so I can access it with Parsec, but you're not going to be able to see that, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Anyway, that's my desk here. Now over here, kind of, in front of my desk, we have an Xbox 360. This is actually a beta test console. I think this is a matte 360, and I think the release versions of this, the Slim, were shiny. So yeah, this is definitely a weird unit. I always thought they were matte because we've only had matte versions. We had like one shiny version, but it was like a super beta console with like a cable coming out the freaking top. It was weird. But yeah, this is definitely a beta console. And this does work. I'm not going to turn it on though. But it is plugged in. Sometimes I fire it up and just play Minecraft on the TV right here, which is a 4K LG TV that I hate because it's a slow piece of shit. But it is plugged in and it is on. Although I have it asleep. I don't know what the weird streaking is. No idea what that's about. But anyway. We have another speaker. This is the second side speaker. And beside this, we have another speaker, which is actually an Amazon Basics speaker. And it goes along with the one on the other side, which actually has a headphone jack on it. And what this basically does is it gives me the capability to add at least speakers I can hear stuff with to this Dell Optiplex. This is a Dell Optiplex. You can't see that very well, but it is a Dell Optiplex, and it has an 4790 i7 in it, so I can run servers on it. I actually did put a GPU in it, but it's kind of a bad one. But it works. Actually, it's a 730 or 740. One of those two. GT 740. And it's plugged in through Ethernet, and that Ethernet goes all the way underneath my desk and to the switches. Alright, so in front of that we have a Lenovo T420. Actually, this is a T420S. You can barely make out the Lenovo logo right there. But yeah. Then over here we have a GarageBand drum pedal, I think, or guitar pedal or something. I actually use that as a sustain pedal for, like with that MIDI keyboard when doing MIDI stuff, like with GarageBand, stuff like that. Next we have some tools, because sometimes I just need to repair things in here, take stuff out of computers. Next we have the Xbox 360 controller that goes with the 360 that's right there. We have the Lenovo power supply for the Lenovo laptop. In here we actually have Independence Day for some reason. I don't know why those things are still back there, but they are. And we have some Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar stuff. No idea why that's still back there either. And more on top of the desk, we have my crappy... Actually, this is a really good keyboard. But it is very dirty. It is just so bad. And then here there's some green goop. Take a look at that. Don't you want to lick that? I know you want to lick that. Don't lie to me. But yeah, this is a very groby keyboard. It's just ugh. Wow. But this thing was awesome, and to be honest, if it wasn't so gross and like double typing all the time, I would still be using it over this, despite how gross this is. I would still be using it. Here's something that broke and made me mad, so I broke it even further. There actually is supposed to be a monitor here, but there isn't because, well, it's not in the room. It's being used for another purpose. Here's pens, I think, and a laser pointer. So yeah, no idea why that stuff's there. I don't write. I can't really write. My handwriting sucks so much that I just say I can't write. We have the mouse. This is actually a Dell mouse, I think. Yeah, Dell. And it's connected to not the T420, the freaking the Optiplex. Up here we have some kind of a USB power adapter. Next we have more scripts that are done. We have an Ammonia Avenue Alan Parsons Project full album Blu-ray disc. Kind of a weird product, but this is how you get really high quality versions of songs. Next we have a Blade Runner HD DVD. This is something my dad got for Christmas in, I don't know, 2006, 2007. Next we have some kind of a, What's this? I figured what this is. Oh yeah. Yeah, I still don't know what it is. That is a tiny cactus that had a globe around it with sparkles in it, but it broke at some point. Next we have an Ethernet coupler. Just has 2 Ethernets, so you can plug 2 shorter cables together. Basically create your own longer cable. I've had to use that a few times. Next we have a bracelet that keeps breaking, so I've just kind of set it down for now and stopped worrying about it. Next we have some camera accessories, and under this camera we actually have an iPad 4, I believe. If it's on an iPad 3, it might actually be an iPad 2. No, it's either an iPad 3 or 4. So, yeah. And then we have the Canon EOS R5C, which overheats in 45 minutes when shooting video, so that's why I'm not using it for this, of course. Plus, that's not a cinema camera, and the one I'm holding right now is. And this is a Canon Vixia GX10 4K 60 camcorder. This thing is awesome, and I kind of actually want to make more videos on it, but I don't know, it's not really much to talk about. It's just a really neat camcorder that was like they did everything that they should have and put it into a product, and it was awesome. That's actually what these accessories are for. But anyway, next down here we have the huge ass power adapter for the Canon Vixia GX10. Next we have my first computer ever, actually, and its humongous power supply right there. This is my first computer, the G4 Mac Mini. That's the back of it. Where's the front? There it is. G4 Mac Mini, 1.42 gigahertz, single core G4. Let's see. More pens for some reason. No idea why those are there. We have some RAM sticks, of course, because why not? I'm actually trying to sell those. I think there's an SSD in there as well. It's kind of weird. Anyway. Next we have a charger with a battery in it for the for that camera right there. And we have actually this thing's kind of cool. It's like it's a multi-outlet thingamajigger that lights up at different levels. Kind of weird. And over here we have more crap. Let me move this out of the way. Over here we have more stuff. This is actually a film camera that was used by my grandmother that passed away. She was a pretty good photographer, and well, she left her stuff behind. Of course, she couldn't take it with her. So this is an Nikon N50 film camera. This is a pretty late film camera. I think it's pretty full-featured. And this is a flash unit that I guess I could be able to use with it if it worked. The contacts are kind of screwed, so I can't. There's more accessories and lenses and stuff in here, but that's for another time. Let's see, back to being over here. We have the last speaker in the saga. We have a tape measure because I keep needing to measure things. Don't take that out of context. Next we have something, I don't even know what the hell that is. We have some soap rocks. We have some odor eliminator because, well, there used to be problems in this room. We have a crappy battery, one of those lantern batteries. We have an actual lantern. This is quite a bit newer than that battery, and it's actually pretty freaking good, and well, it lifts up more, but I'm not going to bother. That's for when the power goes out, because it does not go out infrequently. And of course we have some flowers, which I think are actually falling. Oh no, they're not. They're not falling. They're fine for now. That can's definitely falling though. I don't know how many years these cans have been here. Probably like 3. Gross. Okay, and in these drawers we just have some random stuff. Tape cleaners and batteries and micro cassettes I can't use because I don't have a thing to use them with. Yeah, stuff like that. And coming full circle, we have these drawers. Actually, we have a separate light for these drawers. Right there. That's actually where the old AC system used to come back to, but we no longer have one in here. Let's see, so what's in these drawers? Just cables and crap. Or this one. Or cables and crap. What about this one? A hard drive from an iMac 2007. And my old power supply, and some more power supply stuff, and some kind of audiophile AC stuff. Yeah. Let's see. A lot of power supply cables, a lot of IEC cables actually, and Mac connector cables. And here we have Blu-ray. Oh man, I didn't need to buy a whole new set of those. Apparently I have 2 spindles of these now, 25 gig discs. We have CDs and DVDs and stuff. What is this? Those are DVDs. Blank DVDs. This was some kind of speech therapy from like 10 years ago. We have coins. Coins and I think really old RAM. And some kind of really old pen and Expo cleaner. And here we have a lot of hard drives. These are actually my old hard drives from my old PC. And a lot of HDMI cables, and some DVI mixed in as well, actually. And here, this actually used to be full of MacBook parts, like 2007 MacBook parts. There just was one in here taken apart. Actually, that's what this is from. You may be able to read the writing on that. Read the writing on the wall. Of course, it's an Apple drive, as you can see. And there's RAM that I think I tried to get to use with it and failed. There's a doorstop for some reason. Let's see, in here we have a bunch of AV cables, a bunch of RCA jack cables. What's in here? Frickin' more odor illuminator. And what the hell is that? Water wastebasket liners. Interesting. And more cables. Just tons and tons of cables. And this is a hard drive case, I think. Opens on the other side. Whatever. And that is a Synology DiskStation D420J box that I tried to recover the files from my old NAS, which was a GS411 Plus on it, because they were pretty much the same machine, but nope, it's too new. And anyway, that is a tour of my office. Thanks for watching.